Good morning, Star Circle. It's your girl K-Star, and I'm back with another video for you guys for Star Circle Sunday. Welcome back. Before I get started, guys, I need you to click that subscribe button, please, down below. I'm trying to get my subscribers up. So if you enjoy watching my videos or this is your first time coming to my channel, please show some love and click that subscribe button, please. I will love you forever. So today, guys, it's Memorial Day weekend and I'm feeling very inspired. Today's video, we're talking about how to be more optimistic, right? How to be an optimistic person. I consider myself an optimistic person because I've been through so much and I feel like I bounce back so fast, and like it's at the point now where like I'm super resilient to whatever I go through. I'm less likely to panic in situations. I definitely take more control and think about the situation and handle it accordingly. And I feel like more people should be more optimistic. You know, we need more optimistic people in the world because it's more so your views in life as well, how you see life. And seeing it in a positive way is very important, guys. So I want to take y'all back to before I became optimistic. I was 23 years old and I was still trying to find myself. I was still trying to figure it out. And I just remember I told y'all this is back when my life was transitioning and I was still wanting to do music, but I only had one song recorded at the time, and I really wanted to put out my first project, but I still hadn't done it yet. I was going through adversity. I was out here by myself, trying to figure it out, you know. And when I turned 24, that's when I found peace within myself, and I started reading a lot of self-help books. I started out going to Barnes & Noble, and I picked up this book, and it was like a positive thinking book, and it was nothing but quotes. And I highlighted like a lot of those quotes that related to me, and every day I would read a quote in that book, you know what I mean? And it started changing my mindset. So one of the books I started reading was called The Artist's Way. I talked about this in another vlog, and it definitely changed my whole perspective because it made you do these tasks for every chapter. And it's a real deep book, y'all. It's not a normal book. It's like one of those books that really make you think, that makes you really analyze yourself, and it makes you really dig deep into like your soul. And it's really deep, y'all. Read The Artist's Way if you're trying to find yourself, you're trying to figure out, you know, especially if you're a creative person and you're trying to like figure things out like internally, spiritually, whatever, you know, The Artist's Way. I would definitely recommend that book. But one of the tasks, it asks to write a letter to yourself if you are 84 years old, right? If you're 80 years old, I say 84. If you're 80 years old, it said to write a letter to yourself. And also one of the tasks was write a letter to yourself as if you were 8 years old talking to yourself now. So I went back and I told you, I got like a million journals. I call them journey journals. And I found a letter that I wrote to my 24-year-old self in the eyes of me being 80 years old. And I want to share it because I feel like it's relevant to this video. Okay, so here's the letter, guys. It says, "Dear 24-year-old Kelly, at 80 years old, you need to live your life and do what makes you happy. If music is where your heart is, pursue it, but be wise. Know your worth. Many people will try to get over on you. Most people don't have good intentions. They will be very deceptive. Don't believe everything you hear. Always trust your instincts. Actions always speak the truth. Never compromise yourself, your morals and values for success, because in the end you will feel shorted. Success is when you have made a living/lifestyle for yourself, doing something you love, and stay true to who you are. Just remember to always stay true to yourself. It's okay to say no. Pursue everything your heart desires. Just remember to always keep God first in everything you do. He will never steer you wrong and always have your back. He is always in your heart. God is love." and then it makes you time travel. So I said at 8, I like to sing, read, write, and play outdoors. My favorite things was a teddy bear named Sarah, a karaoke machine, and a karaoke machine. So then it made me write, you know, the letter from being 8 years old. It made me write a letter from being 8 years old to my 24-year-old self. So this is like me being 8 years old speaking to my 24-year-old self. I told y'all it really makes you dig deep. So I said, dear 24-year-old Kelly from 8 years old, it's okay to be yourself. You're a good person. You have a pure heart. You love to help people, and you're very smart. Don't do things to please other people. Stay true to yourself, but protect yourself from toxic people. People will be jealous of you. Stay away from these people. They will seem like your friends, but they will do more harm to you than good. Most people are going to look out for themselves and might hurt you. So to avoid that, always stay on point. Never put your happiness into a human being. You will be disappointed. Love yourself first if you do. Just always be you. You are an amazing person. So that was me being 8 years old talking to myself, and I feel like doing these tasks really like made me find myself. It really did. It made me feel more confident. So I say all of this to say that this all had to do with me becoming optimistic. Reading a lot of books like this, and reading a lot of positive thinking books, and you know, staying prayed up. That's what doing all of these things made me become optimistic. And I'm just going through, like, this journal is back from like years ago. Like, this journal is back from August 2015. This is almost 4 years ago, guys. So that just goes to show like my growth and everything. Oh, something about you, boy, got me thinking I can't live without you. Ever since the day that I saw you. Okay, I saw some lyrics in there real quick. I wrote Heart of a Leo in this journal. If y'all, that's so crazy. Like, I could legit go back to 4 years ago. And when I wrote the lyrics to Heart of a Leo, that's a beautiful thing. Like, reflection is a beautiful thing, y'all. It really is. I have a lot of songs in here. Sheesh. Songs I didn't even record yet. I got a lot of plans, y'all. I really do. I got a lot of plans. Alright, guys. So, all of that was to show you guys my vulnerability and to show you guys what it takes to really become optimistic. You really have to be vulnerable. You have to be real and honest with yourself. Acknowledge everything about you and accept it. Because being optimistic is really a mindset. It's not you faking it. It's not you being in denial about things. That's not being optimistic. The exact definition of optimistic is being hopeful and confident about the future. That's what being optimistic is. And I want to help you guys become more optimistic about your life, because you'll feel more happy, and that's all I want. I want you guys to be happy, and I want you to always, you know, look forward to things and be hopeful, because your future is bright. You feel me? So, okay, we're going to get right into it, y'all. 7 things, 7 personal things that I came up with, you know, things that I've personally done and it's helped and it's worked. So this is how to become optimistic, y'all. Number 1 is let things go. Anger, hurt, pain, betrayal, any negative emotions that you're holding on to, you have to let it go, sis. You have to let it go, bro. Let it go. What's that song, Frozen? Let it go, let it go. Let it go. You know, you cannot hold on to things. I don't care what it is. Like, I don't care how traumatic it's made you. You need to heal from it. Like, even if it takes a year or two from now for you to heal. You need to actively start working on healing and letting go of those negative emotions, because you can never become optimistic if you're holding on to any negative emotions. Like, because that leads me into number 2. You have to let life flow freely. You have to accept life as it goes. When you let things just flow in life, that's when nothing but good comes to you, because you're just putting out an energy, because you know that you are made of energy. So when you just let energy just flow, it happens the right way. The right things happen when you just let things come to you. You can't flow if you're holding on to things. Like, think about energy. Like, think about how you see energy. Just think of like a wave. Like, you're literally like this, right? We're all supposed to be free spirits, and when you're like, instead of you being free, right, when you're holding on to things, you stop, you stand still. You know what I mean? It's like a rope is being tied to you. You know what I mean? And you can't, you're stuck. You're just, you get what I'm saying? I'm trying to get y'all to understand, like, the way I'm seeing it right now. And it's so real. Like, you will stay stuck. A rope will be, it's like a rope being tied to your ankle. Like, that negative emotion, that pain, that heartbreak, like, it's a rope tied to your leg. You can't go nowhere. But when you let go, when you let that rope go, you're back to being free. You understand? Y'all, sometimes I feel weird talking like this, but like, this is just how I see it, and I'm trying to get y'all to understand like how I see things. But that's so important, to be free, to let life, and when you're free, you let things flow to you. You know what I'm saying? And that's part of optimism, is being free and open to things. Like, you have to be open. Number 3 is, I talked about this already, read positive thinking books, read self-help books, read things that are gonna uplift your spirit, you know what I mean? And I told y'all that was the number 1 way I started thinking positive. And I was going through real rough situations at that time. I was literally, a lot of things was going my way. I don't want to get really into that in this video, but y'all know, if y'all watch my videos, y'all know all the stuff, some of the stuff that I've been through, and I'm not ashamed to talk about it and be open and real with y'all. Like, I believe I was put on this earth to help others. So in order for me to do that, I have to be transparent and be honest and truthful about my truth. So y'all know some of the things that I've been through and how I've overcame them. I'm telling y'all this because it works. And it's worked for me. And my whole mindset has changed. Like, I'm a totally different person. So number 3, read positive quotes daily. I don't care if you get it from a book. I don't care if you get it from the internet. Just make sure you fill your mind with positive quotes. It's gonna help. It's gonna transform your mind. Even when things are going your way, you're still gonna think of that positive quote in your head. I promise you. When situations happen, guys, never panic or worry. Like Bob Marley said it best. Like, don't worry about a thing, because every little thing is gonna be alright. It is. Everything is gonna be alright. Just always think that way, guys. Number 4 is pray. Talk to God like He's your best friend. It's so therapeutic. Give your fears, give your worries, give it all to God, and you're gonna feel so much better about yourself. Number 5 is meditate. Like, they have these positive thinking meditations on YouTube. It's good to listen to it in the morning or before you go to sleep. You literally could just type in positive affirmations meditations, like, on YouTube, and it'll come up and it'll just start speaking all these positive things. Like, the one I used to listen to a lot was the I am meditation, and it was like, I I am a leader. I am successful. I am abundance. I am beautiful. I am loving. I am kind. I am, it just speaks life into you. And the more that you start embracing things in your mind, the more that you feel like that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're constantly hearing nothing but positive things, like, that is saying to you, like, it's saying that you are these things and it's nothing but positive things, like, you'll start thinking that way, guys. I'm trying to tell y'all, it's really, really true. Number 6 is practice an attitude of gratitude, guys. And the way that you can do this is just to either say 10 things that you're grateful for, or write down 10 things that you're grateful for. Whenever you're feeling upset, whenever you're feeling frustrated, just practice this, and I promise you, it makes you feel better. Because a lot of times we take things for granted. We take the fact that we woke up this morning for granted. We take for granted that, we can see, like, we have vision, we can hear, we can speak, we can walk, we can jump, we could hop and skip. Like, we have all of our senses, we can feel, we can touch, and a lot of people have woken up this morning and cannot do those things, and you just gotta be grateful for everything. You can't just take those things for granted, because they're all gifts at the end of the day. So list 10 things that you're grateful for right now. I'm gonna write that to my friend, and it took him a little while to list 10 things, but I started breaking it down for him, like, because he said, what did he say? He said he was thankful. He said he was grateful for life. And I'm like, what about life are you grateful for? That you're healthy? He was like, well, yeah, that goes with that. I'm like, no, it doesn't. Being healthy, you can be alive. No, he said he's grateful to be alive. I'm like, and I'm just like, no, okay. You could be alive but be unhealthy. So that's another thing. Like, you're grateful to be alive, but you're also grateful to be healthy. So I helped him with an additional thing to be grateful for. So yes, whenever you're feeling upset, guys, just think about 10 things that you're grateful for. Practice an attitude of gratitude, and that would definitely start transforming your mind as well, to think more optimistic about everything. It makes me grateful. Thank you, Father, for waking me up this morning. Thank you for making me creative. Thank you for allowing me to use my gifts that you gave me. Just thank you for your patience and your abundance in my life. Thank you for your blessings. Thank you. I just thank him. I thank him in advance, because I know that he's not done blessing me. He had to mold me first. And that's another thing. God has to mold you first in order for you to receive those blessings. Because a lot of times we won't be ready for them. Like, you have to get ready for God's blessings, guys. Not trying to preach to y'all again, but number 7, the last one, is visualize what you want. That is my last thing of how to be optimistic. Because when you visualize things, they can really, really manifest, because you actually saw it in your mind and you felt it. And it literally could happen. So anything that you want to happen in your life, just picture it happening, and really, like, close your eyes and really envision what you want, and it's already yours. So all of those things make you more of an optimistic person, because you're hopeful and you're confident about the future. That's what makes you optimistic. That's what optimistic means. I hope that you guys take from this video of just at least one thing, and practice it, because I promise you, if you just do one of those things, like, it's gonna help benefit your life in a positive way. Guys, that is how you become an optimistic person. Thank you so much for watching this video, and please subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed watching it, and give it a thumbs up if you thought it was pretty good. I did freestyle this video a little bit, but I just wanted to share this with you guys, because I just want you guys to be great. I want you guys to accept nothing but positive things to happen into your life. In order for you to do that, you have to start thinking positive. You have to be optimistic about things in order for them to happen. So yes, I love you guys, and thank you so much. I have a wonderful Memorial Day weekend, and I will talk to y'all soon later on this week. Okay, make sure you subscribe to my channel and click that little bell so that you can get a notification every time I post, because I do post sporadically. Yes, you're guaranteed to watch me every Sunday, but I do post sporadically throughout the week as well. Thank you for watching, and have a great day. Mwah.